Hello everyone, I'm Owais Mirchawala, Faculty and Director at Mirchawala Hub of Accountancy, a gold approved learning provider of ACCA. In my today's video, I will be having discussion for the students who have not been successful in this exam attempt of June 2024 attempt of ACCA. Normally, we teachers and institutions talk a lot about the students who have been successful. Obviously, those are the proud moments. We share the results of the successful students and the positions they have secured. But at the same time, it is very important to talk with the students who have not been successful because normally they are in a lot of stress and they get demotivated. So now in my today's video, my whole focus will be for the students who have not been successful. We'll talk about their strategy for the preparation of the next attempt and whether they should go for the next attempt of September or not. Now, many students ask me these queries, so I thought to make a video for all of you. So it is particularly important for those students who have not been successful in this exam attempt. See, first of all, you have to make sure that you don't get demotivated. You are doing a big qualification. It's a chartered accountancy. So getting a failure in it, it's not something which is very much abnormal. Students can get failed, but obviously as a student, you have to make sure that you give your best effort. So if you have got an unsuccessful attempt, first of all, make sure that you don't take stress or get demotivated. Gather your energy and you have to get back in the next attempt or maybe in December 2024 attempt. Now, when we talk about the failure of the students, I always ask my students that you have to locate the reason that why you have failed. See, there are two primary reasons of failure. The first reason is that you had insufficient technical knowledge. For example, I am a teacher of advanced taxation and advanced audit and assurance. So maybe in the taxation course, you didn't know all about the taxation rules, like you were not well prepared for corporation taxes or you may be not well prepared for employment income. So these are the lackness of technical knowledge. And the other reason of failure is that you didn't practice sufficient past papers. And as a result, in the examination, you were not able to complete the whole paper, or maybe you are not able to understand the examiner requirements properly. So first you have to locate the reason that why you have failed in your examination. Now the question is, sir, that how will we know the reason? See, you are your own best judge. It is not some teacher who will judge you. You know yourself well, that you know that how well you were prepared in the last attempt. First you need to go and look that while preparing in the last attempt, did you complete the whole course? Did you perform the complete revision? Did you watch all the lectures? If you are studying from some tutor, taking some structured learning, did you watch all the lectures? Or if you are doing self-study, did you cover the entire book? And most importantly, when you went in your examination, were you able to identify the topics? Like, were you having a feeling that, okay, I can understand this topic? Or if you are having a feeling that I cannot understand the paper, then this means that you are lacking in technical knowledge. So if you lack in technical knowledge, then my suggestion would be that you shouldn't be going for the September attempt. You need to have a break. You need to enroll in some structured learning at some approved learning provider, maybe at Mirchawala Institute or maybe at some other institute. You need to research for that. Or if you are doing self-study, you have to look at the book carefully. So if you lack in the technical knowledge, like you haven't completed the entire course, then I would suggest that you shouldn't be going for September attempt. You need some time because in September attempt, there are only like 45 days left and you cannot complete your course from the technical perspective in these 45 days. See, what you need to understand is that studying a course, watching the lectures is not like watching a season at Netflix, that you just watch it one time and it's done. When you are studying a course, you need to give proper time. You need to revise the notes. You need to give some time for self-study also. So if you lack in technical knowledge, now that can be indicated from your marks also. Like if you are having marks below 40 marks or below 35 marks, it indicates that you didn't have sufficient technical knowledge. So in that case, you need to have some break and give proper time to your study. Now come to a second situation that you had good knowledge from the technical perspective. You completed the entire course, but you were not able to give proper time to past paper practice. Now in this case, what I would suggest is that you shouldn't be taking the classes again. You have already watched the video lectures. Like for example, if someone has studied advanced taxation from me in the previous attempt and he completed all the lectures, he has done all the revision and still he was unsuccessful in the exam. So now he is not required to take the lectures again. Just pick up the notes, just pick up the printed notes or your register and do a revision in 10-15 days. And now in last 30 days, you have to spend sufficient time in doing past paper practice. Do complete past papers. Even if you are enrolling with some teacher, make sure that that teacher is providing complete past paper revision sessions. For example, if I talk about my course of advanced taxation and advanced audit and assurance, I have uploaded complete past paper revision sessions in which I discuss complete papers with my students. The objective is that before going for the examination, the student is able to practice complete papers during these classes, so that he can understand that how he has to deal with a complete paper. He can deal with the time management and all of those issues. So if you were lacking in the past paper practice or time management issues, or like in the examination you were not able to understand the requirements, then you have to spend time on past paper practice, either through any approved learning provider, through some institution, like for example with Mirchawala or some other institution which is offering proper past paper practice. And then you have to do mock exams and some complete papers and send them for marking and feedback to the teacher. So the advice number one to all of those students who are unsuccessful in this exam attempt is that first you have to identify the reason of your failure. That why did you fail? Whether it was lack of technical knowledge, you were not able to complete the course, you didn't revise it, or it was lack of past paper practice. See, always remember, technical knowledge and past papers, these are two different things. Even if you are good at technical knowledge, but if you haven't practiced sufficient past papers, you will not be able to complete the paper. Okay, so first identify the reason. Second, give some time, analyze yourself, sit with yourself, like don't just look at the opinions of other. Maybe your reason of failure is completely different from someone else. Like sit with yourself and be honest to yourself. See, when we talk about online learning, we can see that what was the attendance of the students. And what we see normally is that the students who fail in the examination, they don't even complete all of the lectures. So first of all, be honest with yourself. If you haven't taken all the lectures, if you haven't done sufficient revision, be honest with yourself. Tell yourself, like for example, I'll say to myself, Mr. Owais, you didn't did well in the previous attempt. You didn't studied well. You didn't give sufficient time. See, maybe you have some difficulties in your life, like some may be married, they may have some problems in their personal life, some may have issues in their job. But please and try to understand that when you are going for your examination, what you need to understand is that you have to be sufficiently prepared. And if you are not sufficiently prepared, then sorry to say you will not be able to pass even if you give 10 attempts of that particular exam. Now, another most important thing is that students say that, sir, we have failed in one exam in this attempt. Can we give 2 exams in another attempt? Please wait a minute. What are you doing? You were not able to clear 1 exam in the 1 attempt. Now you are saying you have to attempt 2 exams. It is just like that you went to fight with one person and you got severely injured. And now you are saying, no, I'll go back and this time I'll not fight with one person. I'll fight with 2 persons. Result will be more worse. So what you need to understand is that when you get failed, don't rush, don't get frustrated. Okay, there is a failure. It's obviously not good. The exam fees is too much. You have invested on tuitions also. Your time is also get wasted. You may have some pressure, but now you have to gather yourself. You need to give some time to yourself. You need to understand the reason. You have to go to that reason. You need to have some mentor. You have to discuss with him. Okay, like for example, I always say that there are people who are providing tuitions for very few amount, like $10 or $15. But please, you don't have to take every free resource or every cheap resource. It's your time which is important. You are investing such a big exam fees. Make sure that you study from good tutors, do good research, look at the results, look at the positions, analyze it, find out some mentor. Sit with your seniors, sit with a teacher, discuss your situation, locate the reason, and then move forward. Like, it's not like that when you have failed, you just say that I want to take the classes again. Maybe you don't need the classes again. You have already taken the classes. Like, what will be the benefit of watching those video lectures again when you have already taken them? And you already watched all of things. So there is nothing new you will find in those video lectures. Now you need to do a good revision, and you need to do some past paper practice. See, I always say that for a teacher, if I'm teaching 500 students in advanced taxation, I'm teaching same thing to everyone. But from those 500 students, this time one student got 92, 90, 89. There was a good results. In Nepal, we got position. So we have good results, but at the same time, we have failure students also. So this means that I'm giving same service to everyone, but some are performing well and some are not. The primary reason is that those performing well are giving time to self-study. They are studying it, they are doing the past papers, they are remembering the rules. And those who are failing, what they are doing is that they are just watching the video lectures, like they are watching, like I would say, Money Heist for any season at Netflix. Like they just watch a lecture once and they move forward. See, this is not sufficient. You need to give time to revision, you need to make your notes, you need to do past papers, you need to do mocks. As a teacher, we are available for query support. We are giving you marking and feedback facility for unlimited answers. Send us more and more papers, take feedback, look at time management, and in this way you will improve your chances to pass. And most importantly, please don't get demotivated. Like, for example, if I talk about my students of advanced tax and advanced audit and assurance, my personal pass rates are more than 60%. But still, that means that around 30-40% of the students do fail. So failing in these professional level exams or in chartered accountancy, it's not something which is very much abnormal. This may happen, okay? So be motivated, gather your energy, and you have to come back either in this attempt of September or in the next attempt of December 24. If you need any form of counseling, not as an enrolled student, just a counseling, okay? No need to pay anything. If you just need any counseling, feel free to contact me or my team. You can contact Mustafa Mirchawala, Emma Shafi, myself, Owais Mirchawala, Sir Subhan Mirchawala, Sir Sheikh Abdul Basit. We have a team and we are always available to guide you, okay? So you can contact us, have guidance, have a consultation, nothing to pay, nothing to enroll, just have a discussion and make sure that you pass in the next attempt. Wish you all very best of luck for the next attempt. Thank you, everyone.